Hi, I am Art Jacobson, and I'm a medicinal chemist and now a contractor and consultant for Ken Rice's Drug Design and Synthesis section in NIDA. I have been associated with the CPDD over most of the past 4 decades as a CPDD board member and as the testing group coordinator, then chair, then biological coordinator, name changing over the years, of what ended up being called the Drug Evaluation Committee, or DEC. In the next few minutes, I'd like to tell you about two very large changes that I've seen in the CPDD. I began with the National Research Council meeting in 1974 in Mexico City, and soon thereafter, I became the coordinator of the three-component drug testing program established in 1929 by the NRC, stepping into the huge shoes of my predecessors, Everett May and Nathan Eddy. And I continued as coordinator for the next 25 years, after which DEC was run by Andy Coop. In 1975, when I became an official CPDD member, there were all of 13 other members of the NRC's committee. It was an illustrious group. Lou Harris and Jack Mendelson became members about the same time I did. And we had, as the chair, Leo Hollister. We had as the incumbents in the committee, Danny Freeman, Ray Hood, Don Jasinski, Everett May, Betty Prim, Herbert Raskin, Lee Robbins, Cecil Sheps, Travis Thompson, and Klaus Una. And the reason I go through all these names is because that's the entire membership of the CPDD in 1975. It was easy. Many others joined us at meetings, consultants, former committee members, governmental people, pharmaceutical reps, and the annual scientific meetings that were held gathered up to maybe 400 or 500 people. But none of these were CPDD members, of course. Now that CPD and your CPDD are quite obviously different. The Drug Evaluation Committee also changed over the decades of its existence from an organization based on chemistry, pharmacology, and clinical work aimed at finding a more perfect analgesic to just the pharmacology of analgesics, as well as abuse liability studies of stimulants and depressants that we added later. I don't have time to discuss the DEC work accomplished by researchers such as Jim Woods and Gil Winger, John Traynor, Lou Harris, Mario Aceto, Ed Bowen, Bill Wolverton, and Charles France, nor can I discuss the input of people like Ted Cicero and Don Jasinski, Chuck Gordetsky, Bill Martin, and not even Joe Brady and Bill Dewey. Let me just briefly say DEC used in vitro and in vivo assays to determine the abuse, liability, and dependence potential of drugs that were sent to me from foreign and domestic universities and pharmaceutical industry and governmental agencies, the NIH, the WHO, the DEA. FDA required that these data that we provided, as did pharmaceutical industry, and of course university researchers loved our work. It was good and it was free. Drug scheduling by the FDA was based on our data to at least some extent. So DEC went from the be-all and end-all, the very reason for the existence of the CPDD, to DEC's non-existence. You might say that is certainly a major change. Now, I can't go into this very much because I've run out of time. So I'd like to say thank you to the DEC members for their great work. Thanks to the CPDD chair people and Marty Adler who backed our work. And I wish you all in CPDD great good luck in going forward with your changed, quite different, but still vital work. Thank you.